Panera Bread is known for their delicious sandwiches, their classic soups and salads, but mostly they're known for their freshly baked breads. And today we're going to show you our take on Asiago bread inspired by Panera. Join us on Get the Dish, where we find out the secrets behind signature dishes from famous chefs and eateries and show you how to recreate them at home. From the moment you step into Panera Bread, the smells of fresh bread, scones, muffins, pastries intoxicate you. And the Asiago bread is no different. This recipe is relatively easy to make, but it does take some time. So the first thing that we're gonna do is I'm just gonna put my flour, sugar, and a packet of highly active yeast into a bowl and give it a stir. Then I'm gonna slowly whisk in my warm water and continue stirring. So this is what we call our bread starter. Now I'm just gonna cover it with some plastic wrap and let it set for about 60 minutes. Take a look at this. The starter is bubbly, it's warm, it's growing. So now we're gonna stir in our olive oil, salt, rosemary or thyme, and then the rest of our flour, a half a cup at a time. There we go. Now you can really see that dough coming together. We're gonna cover it and wait 15 minutes. We're gonna knead it on a floured surface for 5 to 10 minutes before we add our cheese. Once your dough is soft and springy, now you can knead in your cheese. I think it's easiest to just do a little bit at a time, fold it in and continue. And I'm gonna save a little bit of that cheese for later to sprinkle on top of the bread loaf before we bake it. All right, now I'm gonna put this back into our bowl that I've greased. Cover it and let it set for 60 minutes in a warm place or until it doubles in size. Wow, look how big this dough has gotten. And you know, this is one of the most fun parts of making bread is when you get to punch it and deflate it. Here we go. All right, so now I'm gonna put the dough onto a baking sheet that I've already sprayed with nonstick cooking spray. I just wanna shape it into a football shape. Give it a little stretch because you actually want it to be about 12 inches long. Now I'm just gonna loosely cover it with some plastic wrap and let it rise again for another 45 minutes. Now it's time to add our cheese to our bread and bake it. And I've already preheated my oven to 450 degrees, put a brownie pan in there, filled it with water. This is just gonna help circulate moisture in our oven while our bread bakes. So using a serrated knife, I'm just going to make a 1-inch slit horizontally down our bread, kind of open it up a little bit. Spray it with a little bit of water. Sprinkle it with your remaining Asiago cheese right in the center. Now we're gonna bake in the oven for 10 minutes, then lower the temperature to 400 degrees and bake it for another 20 to 25 minutes or until the top is golden brown. When you are baking this bread, your whole home just smells amazing. You know, this bread is great for sandwiches, or it's delicious with just a pat of butter or by itself. This bread is so good, it tastes just like Panera Bread. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Brandy. I'll see you next time we get the dish on Pop Sugar.